What's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 5 of this challenge. How you guys doing today? Strong man, I see you're in the chat. Dan, welcome. Let's see what we got. We'll wait a few minutes for everybody to pile on in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Make sure I got everything working as should. There we go. Okay, I think everything's getting up. Let me know if there's any issues. Chat's a little funky, so I might try to fix chat. There we go. We'll see how that goes. All right. Time to catch up on chat before we get crazy here. Strongman, I'm here. I'm in Unity. Got church soon. Okay, we'll be quick. Make sure things are good. All right, Dan says, I slept off yesterday. What'd I miss? You missed everything. We're basically done with the game. I'm just kidding. We made this little upgrade button. I'll go ahead and showcase it right now. Hit play. And we still got to work out some kinks to it. But we're going to have this upgrade button that I think only works if we're above 0.10. Yeah, there we go. So now hopefully every time we get heads, this is something we have to work on. Well, 1, 2. So that's going to be a bug we're going to have to fix today. We're going to try and get our upgrades working. And I was thinking, why don't we just try and make our player money a scriptable object? Maybe that would be a lot easier to work with. So we might try to change some things up today. All right. No issues here. Stream looks fine. Sweet. Is the music too loud or is it good? Or is it too quiet? You end up drawing UI and game sprites yourself? Yes. So this sprite, we actually drew ourselves as heads. It's very small, but we're going to be making it a little bit better in the future. So, all right. Thank you guys for the input. So let's do a very quick rundown for everyone that is new to the stream. As always, we're going to do this maybe a lot quicker than normal. Let's see. What do we got here? Miro. Over here. Also, I got something different for the stream as well today. Or not really different for the stream, but I changed something up in the project. All right, so this is kind of the goal. When we first started, we made some goals, we made some rules. I can use AI to do research, but can't use it to do the work. Heads or tails is the potential idea, I guess the name for the game. And then we have kind of like a game plan. We wanted to organize our folders, game design, logic, music, and sound. We're making this all ourselves here. We're getting money every time you do heads. You're going to flip the coin. Then you're going to, hit the flip coin button. It's going to flip the coin. You'll get money if it's heads. Here's some math for that. It's going to generate a random number at first. So 1 to 50. 51 to 100 is tails. If heads, we're going to play the heads animation and add points. Otherwise, if tails, we're not going to add any points. So let's go into the heads animation, not heads animation, but this is the interface that we're kind of thinking about. Coins on the left, upgrades in the middle, and maybe the money on the top right. And we're thinking about what to put underneath the money. All right, so now that we kind of went over that, just realized my stream music was off for this part. So now you should be able to hear the music still. There we go. Let's go back to Unity. As you see, we're in day 5. Let's see how much progress we can get today. So let me get out of game view. Actually, let's go back into it. So every time we hit flip coin, what should be happening is we're playing this coin flip animation. So if it's heads, it's going to play the coin flip animation. We got some script here. We got our prefabs that we're going to change up later. But the goal for today is to get this upgrade working. And I also want to make it so that you can actually see how much it costs to upgrade again. So let's say Nech Zagozin says You know what? I could make a game like that too. Do it. Definitely do it. It'd be fun to see what you come up with, what I come up with, and learn together. So yeah. It's something that I need to keep. Do it. Yeah, definitely do it. Have you been wanting to learn game development? I'm going to freak out. My script's not working and my TV restarted. Strongman. Is it going to be one of those days? I would say it's a Monday, but it's not a Monday. What can I do? What is this? Oh, cool. All right. So I think we're ready to go ahead and get started here. You guys ready for day 5? And make sure to take one good look. Make sure everything looks okay at least. All right, I think it's good enough. So let's look into the script. And you'll notice as soon as I bring up the script, you're gonna notice something a little bit different. Boom. We are in Writer. So originally, I've been using Visual Studio Code, and I think it's been great so far. But several of you guys have kind of said, hey, check out Writer. It's pretty good for game development. And I just made this switch today. Been doing some testing, working with it still. So I'm still learning it. But I think it's going to be good. I think down the road, it's probably going to be a little bit better than Visual Studio Code. There's a lot it can do, and it seems like it's not too difficult. I've been liking it so far. So I think I'll probably stick with it. But this is the keybinds are a little bit different, so I've been getting used to it. What was it again? Was it Control Alt plus? Or was it Control Shift minus? Oh, not that. Plus? Oh, was it period? Comma? Let me look up what zoom was again. I swear I had it. So I'm going to go to settings and then key map. You ever want to know what those are? So zoom in, control, numpad, plus. Oh, it's just control. Okay. Control, numpad, plus. Not hitting it hard enough, I guess. Let's check it again. So zoom. Zoom in. Zoom in, IDE, Alt Shift equal sign. Alt Shift minus. Is that what it is? Alt Shift minus equal sign? Okay, there we go. I want to make it so you guys can actually read it. Hey, Mesoreddits. I use Visual Studio. Is that bad? No, I don't think it's bad. I think it's whatever you want to use and what works best for you. I'm just trying out Writer because I've never used it before, and who knows, maybe it'll be something that's a lot better than Visual Studio Code. I have no idea. Just testing it out, trying to just get some more information. So I just finished Game Jam and I'm bored out of my mind. What Game Jam did you do? What kind of game did you make? I tried Notepad Plus and it sucks. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Notepad Plus. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of functionality there. To be honest, I mean, it's powerful, it's lightweight. But I mean, in Writer, you guys so many options. I mean, I don't know if Notepad Plus has... Oh, Bracky's Game Jam? Cool. He's been doing game development for so long. I wish I had the amount of experience he does. That's for sure. But Writer, one thing I want to get really good at is commits and just doing version control with Writer. So I've kind of been diving into that as well, using GitHub. But I mean, right now, things haven't been too difficult. I guess I'll say that. I hate it. Plus plus. Okay, I am going to... Can I just open up all my scripts so we have them there? All right. You got some options on the left. Monitoring. That's cool. You can see like your performance insights. I don't know how well that's going to be, but also down below, I forget what it is at. I think there's a Unity option here. There it is. I have not messed with this at all, but you can see the logs from Unity, which is super nice. That way you don't have to reference Unity. and go back into your script and be like, oh, what line is that? So that's something I really like about Writer. Okay, so how can I think what I should do is maybe make a scriptable object. So let's go into middle screen here. Yeah, it's a good point about Notepad+. You are doing a lot of the work. Yeah, I might miss the stream. Strongman, don't do it. Don't submit. You got to get the experience. All right. So let's get this upgrade working here. And you guys are in Unity. Awesome. I'm trying. Up to you. You got to do whatever you got to do. I'm thinking about maybe making... Should I make a folder if I'm only going to have 1 or 2 scriptable objects? If I get more than 5, maybe I'll make its own folder. We'll see. I'm just going to do a... I always forget where it's at, but I know it's in here. Scriptable... Create... Oop. Create... Scripting... Scriptable object. There it is. And I'm going to call this player money... player money SO. I'll just call it player money SO. Okay, let's jump into that. Going to the right side of the screen. Player money SO, scriptable object. And I'm just going to make it equal to public float. It already suggested part of what I was going to do, so float equals. That's going to be the interesting part. I'm going to have to like save this or something. So maybe we'll see how this is. Hey, Solitary, welcome to the stream. Tell Jazzy I said hi too. I will. Jazzy, maybe she'll make an appearance in the next stream or a couple streams. We'll see. You guys really liked her, so maybe I will. All right. Float player money. Now this makes it very easy to save, or I guess use. What does this mean? Does not match rule type and namespace. It suggests this name is... I actually prefer it to be that. So can I change this in the rule? I'm gonna edit this maybe. Oh wait. See, still getting used to Writer. Open documentation, adjust font size. You know what? We're just gonna leave that for now. We got player money. Because now if we want to use the scriptable object, then all we have to do is make a reference to it in the script. Because I don't know what, for some reason, I was finding it very difficult to use another variable from another script. So I wonder if this would solve our issue. Although I don't know if we need to. Oh man, several thoughts that we got to do. I'm trying to think, because then we could just do toString and we could keep all our calculations in floats. I think maybe we'll try it out. I'll give it a shot. Like, does that still look good for you guys? All right. All right, I'm gonna go into Unity again and do a create scriptable objects player money SO. Oh, I should have not done that, I don't think. Play. It's a shame I can't stay, but good luck. good luck with the game. It seems to be coming great so far. Thank you. Yeah, it's been fun making, honestly. So, been learning a lot and can't wait to share you guys the tips that I learned along the way. So, that'd be fun. Let's do a scriptable object now. So here, yep. There's that. Let's open that up. Oh wait, no, I was actually supposed to keep that. Okay. So that player money is going to have the value of 0f. Hey, Tech Cypher, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? You a game developer as well, or fancy games? Let's see. All right. So now that I have the scriptable object, what are scriptable objects exactly? And will you have more variants? Maybe. I think I'll have one for like the player money and one for the upgrades potentially. I'm still pretty new to scriptable objects, but I think of it as kind of like a way to create objects that live independently of game objects. If that makes sense. That way you don't always have to reference a script. So, then I can go into my script. So let's just go to the right side of the screen. And I think I am going to move this to the left. Coin flip. Animator. What inspired you to do game dev? I think because I've been playing games for pretty much ever since I remembered. Nintendo 64, Atari. So many consoles. The original Nintendo. PlayStation 1. So, I mean, I've always been playing games and I've just kind of was like, you know what if I just try and make a game? There's something to learn. And then it's also something you might even be able to help other people make games as well. So that's really just the goal. I want to be able to make games, share that knowledge with all you guys. So that's also one of my biggest goals for this channel, just get super good at game development. There we go. Because there's a lot of other great creators out there that know game development really well. Code Monkey is a really nice one to do. What is the NSL power? Those are just points. But yeah, honestly, just want to be able to create games. I feel like I've always been creative. And so I also like programming and kind of want to combine the two as well. So what is NSL power? Basically, yeah, points. Points for watching the stream. You get like 1 every single minute you're in the stream. So kind of like a fun way to do some leaderboard type stuff. So what programming language are you using? I am using C# because I will be using the Unity engine. String flip trigger must match the animator. I'm not sure why I have these comments, but I'll keep them. So I don't need to put the scriptable object in this script. Coin flip result. This one I would need to. So I guess I could use a serialized field. And then this would be a private. What do I have it? Player money SO. I need to fix that. Why does it do that? Player money SO. So now I can go into Unity here. Now that I have this scriptable object, and this is in the coin flip result script. So I have this now upgrade reward value and player money SO, which, what was I supposed to put in the upgrade reward value? Is that just another script? Boom, player money SO. So then we can reference that object. So let's just go and make a debug.log so that we can actually verify we're using that object. And maybe I'll just do that in the awake method. So I'll uncomment this guy. Public void awake. And we'll do you guys in. Awesome. DL, because I made that a shortcut in Writer. You can make like a live template to make whatever code you want. So I'm making a debug.log with some string interpolation. I should have included a semicolon at the end. Why don't we do that real quick? Main menu, settings. This is in editor, live templates for C#. Scroll down to DL. There we go, debug.log shortcut. And this is the code that basically will happen after you put in DL in your editor. So it's doing debug.log, $, and then you have the string there. So I'm gonna save that. That way next time it actually happens the way I want it to. Let's verify. So DL, enter, voila. Nice. Value from player, money SO, and that's the rest of what we want to do. Awesome. So, hey, let's double check with the chat here. Oh, it was compiling. I was mixing my chat and compile words, so. I aspire to be on the level of people like Sebastian League or Ace Rolla, but it is a long way to go. I mean, we all start somewhere. I mean, I'm definitely starting somewhere. You guys are definitely saying I'm not the best, but I mean, in a few years, this is going to change, and I hope to be way different. It's going to be way different. Hopefully I have several games by that point. So I'm excited for the ride. And what am I doing right now? Danny asks. We're making a small, simple coin idle game, just as a fun mini challenge on this channel. So it's going on for 14 days. And kind of making everything for it, from the sound effects to the music to the logic to the game design, all of it. In 14 days, just gonna see how much we can accomplish. Rewrite the GNU library in Python. Oh boy, I would not know where to start with that, to be honest. What's that? Doesn't GNU stand for like generally not Linux or Unix or something? This is so annoying, bro. Now I have to switch back to the laggy one. Strongman, you could do it. Hey, Samanama. How are you doing today? And Danny, make a game, but only ChatGPT can write. I've actually thought about doing that, Danny. And that's, I don't know. Should we make that? So Danny asks, for anyone that missed the chat, make a game, but only ChatGPT can write the code. I thought about doing that because I think it'd be fun. Like a fun series to do. I don't know. Should we make that a live stream series? Or should we just make that a video series? Up to you guys. What is going on? We are making a small, simple coin idle game. Right now, I'm just getting into this, and we're making sure that we're able to grab the reference from our scriptable object here. So I made that just in an awake method. And I'm gonna go back to the editor. So boom, made some magic. Oh, maybe we should do this coinflip result.cs. Upgrade reward value. I don't really want to deal with that right now, so I'm just going to comment that out so we don't have to deal with it. Voila, come on, come on. Go, go, go. Coinflip result. Hey, nice. We just have our coinflip. Okay, what is the null reference? Where are you at? Coinflip result C12. Oh, because haha. Player money. Player money SO. What? What does that mean? Object reference not set to an instance of an object. That doesn't make sense. So is this script attached to anything? Coinflip result? It is. Player money SO. So I think I just have to attach that there. Oh, there we go. Now, I guess we still have an issue here, but we're reading the value at least. That's all I wanted to check. Live stream, I will be waiting. All right, I'll write it down. Let me write it down here. I started bringing a notepad because you guys generate so many good ideas that I definitely want to be doing on this channel. Do some fun experiments. Okay, so we know we're grabbing the scriptable object. So I think what we should be doing... Ooh, that actually might make things difficult if I do that. Ooh. So if I use a scriptable object... Actually, maybe not. I don't know. We'll just go with it. You are modifying a script while Unity is in play mode. Wow. Writer even tells me that I was modifying a script in play mode. That is helpful. All right. So scriptable object. I'm curious if we can just do player money text. Can we just, what if we comment this out and then do player money SO or play money? Player money SO. All right, I need to change something real quick in my key map. Put this little icon here, and I'm gonna hit enter. Oh, maybe I should just hit enter. There we go. So enter. So I want that to be enter. Nice. Images, terminal. No, we kind of just want next template variable or finish in factoring. So maybe it's tab that we're missing here. Tab, choose lookup item replace. Next parameter, tab. Move caret to the next word. I'm gonna remove tab and maybe that's the issue. All right, well, that kind of worked. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. All right. I came here to say from the Russian Badger video. From a Russian Badger video. Darksight, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. I do need to start making, or find a way to make it so I can share the Discord in the chat like every 5 minutes or so. Because we do have a Discord for this channel as well. Let me share you guys a link just in case you guys are interested in joining. Let's do invite people, copy. And voila, let's spam the chat with, that's probably gonna spam with 3. Yep, there it goes. So completely up to you guys if you guys want to join. There's the link. All right, player SO is going to be, well, the thing is we're currently using player money, float player money, which is a variable we're just kind of making. So we need to serialize that as, or comment that out as well. And where else are we using that? Float player money. We're using it here, here, and here. So we wouldn't have to do this if we're just using a scriptable object, I believe. Well, let's try it out. So links don't work in shorts. Yeah, that's a bummer. There's the invite code there, though, if you'd like to join. Make a project. When a user messages appears in Discord, it will copy its text and play it alongside other users. I do need to also make some pop-ups in the live that whenever someone likes it, likes the stream or subscribes, that it plays on the screen, because I want to know when you guys do that, so I can be like, oh, thank you, because it definitely helps a lot. So float player money. I wonder if I can just do dot player money. Plus equals 1f. Just because I want to test it out, and then we wouldn't probably need any of that for now. One flip result. Why you erroring it out? The error's down here. Okay, let's just do this whole thing then. Give money after flip. So that should be all we would need in that method that we're calling every time it's heads. Okay, let's jump back into Unity. Ooh. My phone must have thought I was saying Google or something. All right. So hopefully when we hit play, there's tails, okay? And if we hit the flip coins, oh, we might need to add to the flip coins. Player money SO, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Game view main, flip button. Okay, I think that might be everything we need to do. Try it out, I guess. Darn it. Hey, Sybin Runty, welcome. Hey, Samanama, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, it's hard to convert things to scriptable objects once you've already read everything. Wrote everything. How to do it. How to do it. Ah, man. You know what? It'd be easier if we just scrapped it all. Me just staring at my screen, not knowing what all the code means. That's okay. Honestly, sometimes I think I'm in the same boat. So at least you're not alone right there. And I'm just going to comment this out so I don't have to. Why do we have an error? Multiple errors. What do we got? Cannot resolve symbol SO. Oh, okay. Let's do that then. So that'll fix that one. And 37, we have an error, probably because we commented that out. Okay. Now I'm just going to test it by going back into, oh, I wasn't sharing my writer. So let's just make sure that we don't have any errors. Play. Ah, there we go. We're back to square one. Now, why would it not work with the scriptable object? I'll have to test out later. I mean, the math makes sense because this is a float. Maybe I'm just not assigning something correctly somewhere. Print hello world. You could do that with a debug.log. All right. So let's go to the upgrade reward. I guess we'll just do that. As it's changing the player money text, upgrade reward. Where are we changing? Oh, it just says upgrade. Okay, well then, I guess first we need to get a reference to kind of like what we did for this player money text. We want to get a reference to the upgrade button. That way we can change the input text on that button. Hey, Kira, welcome. Welcome back. Roses are red, violets are blue. Null pointer exception on line 32. That's pretty good, actually. That's good. It rhymes. So would this be, let me check my flip button. Flip button is a button. But we would need our flip coin text. So it'd be Text Mesh Pro. So let's just make it a Text Mesh Pro. Text Mesh Pro GUI. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do coin upgrade. Upgrade text. Private. Oh, sweet. I already made it private. That's probably what I should have done. Okay, so I should be able to assign that now in the inspector after we go back. I need to get better at showing my code. There we go. Basically what we did is we just added the serialized private Text Mesh Pro UGUI upgrade text. So what's up, Kira? I made it. You made it. Getting all those points. I still need to give you some points because of all the points you missed out on. Oh wait, you should actually be, you're on your primary account, so you should be getting points, it looks like. At least I think you're on your primary account. Okay, float money, this is being created. It's just something we're creating, money. Then upgrade cost is currently 10. Basically all this code is doing is subtracting the money from the player if they have enough money to buy the upgrade. And then if they buy the upgrade, it's going to be giving them a reward multiplier, which is basically just going to increase the amount of pennies that they get, or I guess money that they get every time they flip the coin. So let's see. If float try parse, because it currently is a string, the player money text element is a string. What do we need to do that for the upgrade as well? But that can be a string. So why do we want to make it to string? Oh, because it has to be. It has to be a toString in order to be in the text element. So upgrade cost is 0.10. And if player money text, if float money is less than or equal to upgrade cost, or not less than or equal to, subtracting it from the money. Okay. What is, I think there's an issue. Oh no. Got it. That's where it's coming from. Upgrade applied, increased by plus. Why don't I just make this a string interpolation? There we go. That makes it look weird though. Get back over here. Why'd you do this, writer? Here we go. Let's put the double quotation marks. There we go. Log. Why is it putting it way down there? Oh. Upgrade costs will then increase by 0.1 or 1.08. I have not worked out any of the math behind that. Just wanted to test it out. Definitely not sarcastic. Once we get through this, then maybe I'll try and explain it a little bit better. And the reward multiplier is gonna be this. Hey, my guy SpongeBob was clapping. You're funny. SpongeBob. I haven't watched that show actually in so long. Hey Banana, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna do this. Player money. Or no, let's do upgrade text. So upgrade.text, because we want to get the upgrade text and then the text component of the upgrade text button equals. No, I don't think we need to do something that crazy. We just need to say upgrade. And then I'll just put like some fancy, call that. And then we're just going to put the upgrade cost. Why do I keep forgetting this? Here we go. Expected. You mean like right there? Uh-oh. There we go. Just had a syntax error is all. So now hopefully that changes the upgrade text element. And that should be we're probably gonna have to make this toString. What's the best way to do this? Could I just say toString? Why did you just delete it, writer? That doesn't make sense. Zero parameters, but it is invoked with one argument. Okay. I might have to. How do I make this a string? Give a good example and explanation. SpongeBob be visiting everyone. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, Danny, how do you... Yeah, Danny's got a good point. AA, how do you know SpongeBob did that? All right, AA, you can't leave without explaining yourself. Oh, is that how you're supposed to do it? Upgrade.text. Make it afterwards. Have a great day, guys. No, don't do it. Don't do it. So upgrade.toString. So you got to do it afterwards. Okay. Oh, I guess. Oh, yeah. That's how we did down here. Why did I? Oh, oh well. All right, let's test it out. See if it works. Go into middle screen. Voila. Let's click into Unity so it compiles. Did it not compile? Object reference not set to an instance. Oh, whoops. I forgot to do that. So hierarchy, upgrade text. And I think there's going to be, is it in the upgrade text or the coin upgrade? Yeah, coin upgrade. And then you just got to assign the upgrade text so that our script knows what game object to actually change. So, you know, when using these, you can be like text equals int float rest of the text. Text equals, instead of toString, try it. Even, or what do you mean? Equals, text equals. Because the variable is float. So I guess maybe that. Oh, okay. I think I might see what you're saying. I might be going above and beyond here. Yeah, I think I was going above and beyond. Good catch. All All right, compile. Coin flip, bool name. All right, upgrade. So that works. Nice. So that means the upgrade should cost... Oh, we're gonna have to do some rounding down. We should be able to buy an upgrade here. Now the next one's gonna be 12 cents. Or we could do round up. The next one's gonna be 13 cents. Boom. Then it subtracts it from the total amount. Next one's gonna be 15, basically. So hey, we got it working. Let's go. I wonder if we could visually show that to the player. Like, maybe like instead of... Oh, that's what we could do actually. Underneath the player's money, we could have stats, like current upgrade amount, or current this or that. I don't know, just stats. How many times you got heads, how many times you got tails. That's probably gonna take a while, but maybe we can do that. Yeah, hey banana, that's kind of what we changed it up to. So let me go back into so yeah, upgrade.text here, and then upgrade colon equals that. But it kind of does make the format a little bit weird. So can I change the element? So text wrapping mode is normal. Auto size. Maybe I'll select that and see what that does. Aha! All right, let's go in the middle. So now it doesn't have like that weird format that you guys were kind of just seeing. It auto formats. We need to get rid of these decimals so that it doesn't look too weird, but here we go. Yeah, I just hit this little auto size so that it would do that. Let's see. I don't know what you're trying. Have a better one. Delete system 32. That fixed my life. How do you do that? Can I do that via command prompt? I'm curious. Can I do... round up. I could do int, but that rounds down when it doesn't divide evenly. I mean, you might be able to do something so that it doesn't do that. Removes decimals. I don't want to remove decimals completely. Okay, so yeah, that is... Yeah, we would need that to string to... Can I just put that there? No. Just so we can get those 2 decimal points, but we're gonna need to round up. So where can I get that math? We do it here. Math.ceiling. Well, I guess we'll see. Math.f.round, ignore. Brent, I'm gonna go to sleep. You're going to sleep already? It's only 5:51 p.m. Just kidding, it's probably later where you are. How about... add math dot ceiling in this script because I think I know, but I just kind of want to reference and see what this is thinking. Okay. Yeah, I was going to put it towards here. It's definitely a lot going on, but at that ceiling. Is there an issue somewhere? Oh, do we have to import the namespace? Import type math. Yeah. Using the math. What namespace is that? Is that what it said? Math? Cannot resolve simple math. Okay, let's try it again. I think it's meant to be math f.seal. Yeah. And then, so that's what I changed it to, math f. Where is the error now? Cannot resolve ceiling 27. Oh, did I just spell it wrong maybe? I could try a seal. Aha, there we go. Not ceiling, just cell. Hey, Dan, you beat me to it. Why is this saying weird? All right. Okay, let's test it out here in Unity. Middle screen. Back, here we go. I have to wake up at 7. Oof. Upgrade. Oh wait, we have to get the upgrade first. I should make that so that, oh yeah, I don't like that. Is it possible to round to the 100th place? Math f.round. Oh yeah, seal would be to the top of that range, or like, that didn't really make sense what I just said, but $100F times by the decimal. We would have to do 2 just to make sure things don't get weird. This is probably not the way to do this. Such a weird way. So much going on too. Danny heading out. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in and hope to see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Because of the no need for the 2-string because of the format you're using. I think I would need it though because I'm doing it by 2 decimal points, right? Unless there's a different way I could be doing it. So I could still get 2 decimal points. Math F. I'm surprised I didn't need to import. I feel like when I was doing Python, you'd always have to import math or something in order. Oh no, that was using random, I think. Wasn't it? Yeah. So hit play. When using, it accounts for all that. I did do that. Like I took away the 2-string, F2. Oh, no, I think I see what you're saying. I don't need the toString, I just need the format. Maybe. Is that what you're saying? Or do I still have to do like a try format? Here, I'll go back to Unity so you can, or not Unity, Writer here. And let me zoom in. Okay. So that's what I got right now. When I tried changing it, I tried removing this toString, but I did not like that. Incorrect primary expression. Because I still want to format. By 2 decimals. As long as it's enclosed in curly brackets. Oh, does this format have to be enclosed by curly brackets? Oh, you can do colon F2. What? So could I just do colon F? Oh, that's cool. If this works, I'm gonna write it down as a tip. Because I didn't know about that colon part. So, you know, that might not be what we're looking for here, but just from Math F to 100. Oh wait, that's not what we wanted. Redo. Don't forget the... There's that good. Let's see. I feel like we're so close to this. Getting it. Oh, okay. All right, I'll remove this part. All right, so that part's removed now. So we just have this calculation. Gonna go to Unity here. All right, moment of truth, guys. Here we go. Get some coins, get above 0.10. I should make that lower while testing, but so that only got me to 1. Go. But if I put the F2 in there, let it compile. I wish it was a lot quicker. Because then you get the point. Well, is that math not right though? That math is not right. Oh, is it rounding down? All right, I might just remove this part. F2. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Play. 0.11. Okay, there you go. That gives us what we want, I guess. We got it working, Dan. I'll write that down. Woo! All right, going back to OBS, make sure you guys can see everything. Cool, cool. It would be nice if you can actually see, well, here. I can change that very easy. I don't have to do any code. I'm just gonna do upgrade, because off the bat, it's going to be 0.0, is it 10 cents? Do the upgrade, I think it is, yeah. Okay. So now, when we hit play, it'll be 10 cents. So flip coin, boom, and then it changes. Cool, all right. I'm actually going to change the location of this just by copying these components. So copy position. Then we go to coin upgrade. Go to transition, or not transition, transform. Where are you at? Where is it? Oh, it's going to be the position. Okay. Not sure what I was thinking, but paste position. And then let's just drag it down a little bit. Here, let's make this more organized actually. Can we start at 400 on the Y? Nice. And then the coin upgrade, we'll just make this at 350. Nope, about 300. Good enough for now. There we go. Flipping the coin, upgrade. All right, so technically that knocks off one of the goals. I'm gonna go over to Miro and kind of see the goals that we're trying to shoot for. I have 4 different coins, so we still need to do that. Why don't we make some, or I guess I could just cross it out. Contain music and sound effects, involve upgrades of some kind. That's kind of one check. So I'll put like a little one check there. I would like to maybe add some more, like faster flips. That'd be kind of cool. And I'm not sure how we're going to change the color of the coin. Is that easy to do? Let's see. We could make some models real quick if you guys wanted to. And I think for now, maybe we'll just have the pennies, or I guess all the coins showing, like the pennies, the nickels, and the dimes, and the quarters, just showing so that you can see them maybe. Because I really don't know how to instance or make a prefab. Upgrade reward value. Why do I have this there? That should be a sign, because that's probably going to cause an error somewhere. Let's do it. All right, so trying to think about how we want to do it. Hey, Frizzles, welcome to the stream. We made an upgrade button. All All right, I gotta figure out how this gets called twice. Like, why are you getting called twice? As soon as we play it, we got 2 tails, so it ran twice. And is that because it's on awake? Let's check our methods. Right screen and open up writer. So coin flip result is what determines that. So yeah, because we're doing it on start. I need to get it on like not start. So let's just remove this. This is not sure. I think I was just testing it and I never fully removed it. So now if we go back into Unity, let it compile. I guess we'll switch back into Unity so you can see it. How's your day going though, Fizzles? Or Frizzles? Hit play. Hopefully it only runs no times. Okay, awesome. And the animation's gonna run because it's just set to. That fixed that issue. Now we were starting at 0. When we flip coins, we're getting money. Haha. Cool. And that wasn't really a bug. That was kind of just like a bad thing. Doing great. How are you? Good. We're getting some good progress on today's stream. It's weird. Like the more you kind of code, the easier things get because it's kind of like you pick up random stuff here and there. It's weird. I wouldn't say it's getting easier, but it's getting like a fraction or decimal point easier. Is it possible to spawn in a coin? But we need to think about like where that coin's going to spawn. Like, is it just going to push this coin away? Let's see. The best way to kind of want to brainstorm real quick. So let's go over to the right screen and I'm just going to be doing some research here on the side. Let's use GPT-5. We'll see how good it is. So what's the best way to make my coin in my 2D game have 2 different sides? I think we're just going to be needing to make like a 3D asset. So we might have to pop open Blender. I don't know if GPT-5 is just getting more information, but it definitely feels a lot slower than GPT-4 and Writer. It could just be, I mean, the response is a lot quicker, but I mean, I can't read that fast, so it kind of is pointless. Use 2 sprites, 1 for heads, 1 for tails, and swap the sprites rendering position or use flip X if the art is symmetric. Coin flip visual dot. That, I mean, if we can accomplish that goal in this stream, that could be something where we figure out how to flip the sprite, because we do have a tails. If we go to prefabs, we have a heads and a tails. We might actually try and mess with that a bit. That way, if it's like at a certain position, and we could probably do that by if position Y is between this amount or divisible by this amount or something. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what we can do. Let's do a chat. You guys ready? Ready for another adventure into this fun coding experience? Let's see. Make sure I'm on the right screen here. Okay. So we would need to make a coin flip visual script, which makes sense because you'd want to do the assign it. We could probably just do serialized field, not public. And then just assign those two sprites that we have. That's pretty easy. Public float, flip duration, total animation time. 0.5F. Which I think that kind of correlates to one of the upgrades we want to do. Make it so that the flip time is quicker. Sprite render. Public event action bool on flip result. True heads. True equals heads, false equals tails. Reset sprite renderer. We could have like a starting sprite. Make it like a fun sprite, but then when you flip it, it's like a magical coin that as you're flipping switches to heads or tails. We could do that real quick. That sounds fun. What do you guys think? Make a new file. And I think we made the other ones in 64 by 64, so let's keep the same. If you guys don't know what Aseprite is, basically just a good art tool to make pixel graphics. I definitely don't use this as much, but slowly getting better. So let's make a coin. And on, I think it was day 1 where we first were learning this tool. And we have this one where we can do a elliptical marquee tool. Still have no idea how to say that. But if you start up on the top, hold on. I think it's actually this tool, ellipse tool. Get rid of these symmetrical things because I guess I don't need them. This is going to be the edge of the coin. We're just going to make a quick prototype. And then we're going to use this little water tool. This is like the bucket tool. Oh, I'm not sharing. There you go. Now you guys can see it. So here, just make a simple coin. We should actually open recent. And let's open up the head side just so I can get the same color. Okay, that looks more like a cookie. Can I just copy this color and paste it to another one? Maybe? No. Options. Because I want to get the color. Can I just like drag this to the side? No. Duplicate view. How about that? Oh, nope. That wasn't what I wanted. View. Darn, I was hoping there was a way I could like split the view. So on one file I could see basically multiple files at once. I don't know if you can though. Preview. Brush preview. Not sure what that is, but I want to get this color. Not sure how I'm gonna. I guess I'll just copy the hex code. And if we go down here and paste the hex code, we'll be getting that color. I'm gonna add it. There we go. Okay, we got the amazing coin. And let's just make this a fun. Get the little pencil here. Symmetrical. Because I'm going to get the. There we go. There we go. We got our happy coin. Let's add a little bit of white and change the 3. I'll make it blue. 1. It kind of looks like a guy with a mustache. Kind of looks scary in a way. So, not sure how I quite feel about it. Maybe I'll do this. Make it. That kind of makes it look more scary, but let's give it a nose. All right, I better stop. It kind of is a scary face. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely. There, we got a nose. Hold on, let's get rid of some of these. Our coin looks very scary, but oh well. All right, let's just save. And I want to make this about heads. No. Initial. Jeez, I can't even read that down there. Initial coin sprite. Initial coin sprite. Just save it as that. Then I'll go to File, Export, Export as a PNG, because that's what we want it to be. Export. Okay. Now what we should be able to do is I'm just going to open up initial coin asprite. Make sure I can open. Yeah. All right. Oh, I don't want the. I want to make sure I copy over the PNG. There we go. We got our amazing little, I guess that's prefabs. Let me change that. Sprite. There we go. So initial coin sprite. Looks so weird. Maybe that was a bad idea, guys. Maybe that was bad. Maybe I should have not done that. That's all right. We got our initial sprite just to test with. So for the coin here, let's just make the initial coin this. So it kind of looks like a little happy face. Change the Y. There we go. Yeah, we need to take some art classes or something because that does not look good. Okay. Now, I guess we just gotta make this script. Call it, what should we call it? Coin flip result. No, we don't want to do that. Oops. How about coin flip visual? Okay, let's open that up on the right side. So we'll switch over to the right screen. And I want to reference this just before I try and make it. But we need to make serialized fields. I guess, let me open up a notepad. Let's see. Get myself a good notepad. Okay. We got to make the serialized fields. Float, flip duration. I don't think we're going to do that for ours for now. We need to grab the sprite render component. Void reset. Sprite render equals get component. Sprite. Why does it do that? So we'll make a void reset. Set side. Public void. Set side. True. Or bool heads. Oh, I forget what this is called. Is it like a ternary? Where you're doing like a condensed version of a conditional statement? All right, before we make this, honestly, I just want to see if it works. So I'm not going to keep this, but I'm curious if it actually works. Component. Oh. Okay, let's just see if this works, because I think we would just have to attach this to our game object, which would be our coin. So coin flip visual, I'm going to attach that. And let me go back to the middle screen so you guys can see that. So I've attached that. We got the head sprite and the tail sprite. So let me go over to our sprites folder. The tails will drag that over into sprite, this into heads. And I think we'll just test it out, I guess. That did not work. Is there anything else we had to do? Well, does it have a sprite renderer? It should. Coin flip. Yeah, it has a sprite renderer. Okay, so why is coin flip result not showing the different sides of the coin? Heads or tails? Let's just do that and see what happens. Let's see the code. You're right. Good idea, Dan. So I'm kind of just seeing what all works before trying to make this myself. Just kind of get exposed to it first. But basically, I'm taking in the context of my other scripts here. And with this coin flip visual, trying to figure out how we could make this work. Okay, so because coin flip visual.flip is empty and coin flip result never tells the visual which side to show. Photo animation time. Flip result. Avoid heads or tails. So I think all we might be missing is assigning this script to the coin flip result, potentially. Let's see. Or not to coin flip result, but assign in the inspector, serialized field, coin flip, coin visual. Coin flip, coin visual. All right, so now let's go back into Unity. Assign in the inspector here. So let's go to the scripts, coin flip result. So we have two, upgrade reward value, which I should have removed the earlier, but upgrade reward. Do things still work if I just remove that in the script? Yes, it does. Perfect. I was nervous there for a second. Let's coin flip visual. Okay, now let's just assign that. So coin flip visual, the coin visual is What exactly do we assign here? Let's go back to the right screen so you guys can see what's going on here. Coin flip visual. We made this with the type of coin flip visual. Assign the game object that has a coin flip visual. Oh. Maybe we would have to make another one. Might have to save this for another time, I guess. This might be too complex. We could just make it in our, every time we do the animation, we could just change the sprite. So we might be able to do that. And then just keep changing in between the different sprites. Like it just changes it immediately. But then that kind of defeats the purpose of flipping the coin. Swap this sprite at the midpoint, then call it coin flip result so that logic and visuals stay in sync. And call flip, it grants money when the flip is hit. Okay, I might get rid of this coin flip visual. I guess I'll just do it in Unity. But I'll exit out in here, go back into Unity. Oh. Actually. I changed my mind. Assigned heads and tails here. Maybe it'll work now. So we have the sprite render. So that wouldn't that be on the coin component? Or actually script. Render coin flip visual. Okay. I guess I'll just select. Nope. Okay. That's fine. We could probably just assign these two, actually, to the coin flip result. And then we could just, if it's heads, change the sprite. Why don't we just do that for now? So I will actually delete this coin flip visual. I always felt like I was about to delete the wrong thing for a second. All right. So coin flip result, that's where we want to go now. Let this compile. And for everyone that is just joining, we are making a small coin idle game just for fun. So let's go into coin flip results. So I'm going to change the screen to go over to the right side of the screen. There we go. Make sure everything looks good. All right. Let's just make, I don't think we need this player money SO anymore because we're not going to do that. So I'll get rid of it. This has been working fine, so we don't need to do that. But let's make a serialized field. Hey, Muller, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for joining into the stream. How's your day going? I guess I'll just make a sprite render, and then we'll call this the head sprite. I do like how Writer automatically puts the axis modifier. And can I, what's the, to duplicate the line above? I know how to do it in Visual Studio Code, but I don't know how to do it in Writer. I guess that moves it. Let's look. Duplicate line. Duplicate line is Control D. Okay, that's easy. And we'll make this the tails sprite. Let's go back into Unity and assign those. I'm going to be, there we go. Now to Unity. Oh, maybe you guys want to look at Unity. So in our coin flip result, that's where we got the two sprite renderers. So we just need to go to the sprites folder. Oh, I think I messed this up. I don't think they're supposed to have the sprite render type. I think they're supposed to have a different type. Let's see here. Oh, what type is it again? Sprite? I think it's just sprite. Remove that part. That part. Okay. Clicking back into Unity, letting it compile. All right. So now if we go into this script, coin flip result, hey, there we go. Now we got some different tiles. It didn't look right off the bat. So we got tails, and then we got heads. Okay. I wanted to write how to make these because at the end of this 14-day challenge, I'm going to be making a huge list of tips I learned throughout the 14 days. So if you guys want to see that video, definitely subscribe so you don't miss it. It's going to have a ton of tips. I bet it's probably going to be over 100 in a short amount of time. That could save your dev life. All right, so we got heads and tails. We got coins. Okay, I think all we need to do is just play. So we'll go back into here. We have the flip coin. Where are we assigning? Oh, do we not even need this flip coin script? Okay, I'm gonna delete this because there's nothing in it. It's kind of pointless to have it. Okay, that is gone. Whoa, what is that? Select open file. Okay. We probably don't need this either, but so I guess I'm going to close that. And the coin flip is going to Fire string, flip trigger name, animator component if. So called by the button. So this is kind of where things get interesting. This is, I think, where we need to put the logic. And whether it's heads or tails. That way it knows what sprite to use here. Let's see. Coin flip result. Or what we could do, actually, is, hey, Royal, how's it going? Hello, it's glad to see someone enjoying the coding process. More grace, Dev. Yeah, it's definitely a process. I will say that. One day, I can't wait till I at least know all the basics and intermediate stuff. But I know that comes with time. Honestly, you just got to go through the grunt work and learn it, right? Have you been being a game developer or coding for a long time? Vote money. And then what we should do, I think what we should do is we should change the sprite here, and then we'll just call the flip animation in this script. That way we're changing the sprite. We don't have to do a whole lot of other things in this script. We can just call the method and be done with it. You don't even have to worry about changing the sprite. Maybe we'll do that. So to do that, we have the two sprites here. And I think we would need to get the sprite render component. So would you just have to do a get component, I believe? So yeah, you definitely will. I'm actually a web developer, front-end dev to be precise, but I built some games with Python. That is cool. Man, I wish I was a developer in the day job. It's like you're able to get that experience throughout the day, and if you come home and start working on your game, you kind of have that 10 hours of work experience helping you build that game. And it kind of all mashes well. So do I just have to get the sprite render component? I think I might just have to. I don't think we have to do a serialized field. Is it just private sprite render, and then we'll just make it sprite render? That way we're getting the component on the coin flip result. And I believe that's on our coin. Let's check. So we have coin flip result, which we need to assign the heads and tails. I forgot to do that. So let's go back into Unity. Let's go. And we got the tail sprite. So assigning those two. And this is the sprite renderer that we're going to want to change. Or not change, but use to change the sprite. I don't know if it's just going to be changing the sprite here, I guess. Because it does have direct references now to the heads and the tail sprite. So we don't need to use get component by name, whatever type, whatever. You could just hopefully get it through here. But what kind of Royal, what kind of games have you made so far with Python? I've actually used Python. I played Risk of Rain a little bit way back in the past. And back then, I used Python to make a list of all the items that I could and could not play with during my run. Because in Risk of Rain, it's a game where you basically start from the beginning of, you drop in, the time starts, and as the time gets higher, the harder the game gets. But then you can go around the map, getting upgrades. But you can change it so that you can only get like the upgrades that you specify. So I made a Python script to just automatically generate, and it would generate the player I would use, the items that I could only use in that run, just for added fun. Fun way to learn Python. Okay, but let's go to I think all we have to do is just add it here, right? That I haven't done. Would we just do sprite render something? How can I assign the sprite on my coin? It is so nice that, oh, I wish Writer could see the hierarchy. That would be cool. On my coin. To the heads or tail sprite. I want to do this after we decide if the int result is heads or tails. It's probably going to happen right here. And then we'll just keep quickly changing the sprite to heads or tails. Oh man, you guys can't see the... Darn, I need to get better at that. I wish it was automatic where you guys could see the coding screen and as well as Unity. So if my mouse is on this one, or if it's on this one, it just automatically changes. But maybe I'd run into some issues with that. Okay, let's see a good example here. Serialize private sprite, which that's what we did up here. That was easy to do. We cache the sprite render. No, we didn't need to use get component, right? Do we need to cache it? Nice. You need to cache this. Do you need to cache the sprite render more specifically? Maybe you need to. Then how are they doing it? I guess we'll go past that part. Give money after flip. And then it would just do... Oh, I didn't really... It avoids repeated game object calls, better performance. Yeah, but we kind of assigned it. So let's check up in the chat. There we go. Change the sprite here. Somewhere, probably after the debug.log, I guess. This will be the goal here. And if we can get this, then I'll probably end the stream for the day because we made some really good progress. Generate response. Okay. Private sprite render, which that's what we did. Didn't need to document that at all. Or I guess look that up at all. Sprite render dot sprite inside heads or tails based on the random result. It's not like not doing the full script. That's weird, but I think I get the point. So do we just do sprite dot or would we have to just do sprite render equals one flip result dot. I don't really think this is gonna work, but head sprite It was a valiant effort, okay? Okay, we don't need to cache in all these references, so let me get rid of these scripts. Go back to our coin flip result. You know what? I should just put a random heavy metal song into the playlist that just goes off and it just happens randomly. Because right now you just have all this calm, chill music while we're coding. But then what if you just have a heavy metal just go off? I think that would be hilarious. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe for the next stream. Okay, so problem sprite render is a type name and head sprite is an instance field. Okay, so sprite render equals tries to reassign a sprite to a type and access a non-static field as static. Instead, cache in the sprite render instance and set it to sprite property. Okay, so I guess we will have to do the awake where you get the sprite render component. And then I do want to ask another question. Does this get the sprite renderer? I want to make sure you guys are on the right screen. Okay, yeah, you guys are. Component in the scripts. Let's remove this empty script that I had on my coin element. Yes, get component. Where are you at? In children, sprite render finds the first sprite render on this game object or any of its children by default. That's true to include inactive. So how does that, let's make the awake then. Because this is basically just saying sprite render, because this is the sprite render on the coin. But then we want to do get component sprite render. Yeah. Need to use get component since I'm using a serialized field in my coin flip result. Oh wait, yeah, coin flip result script. See what that happens. I like how Writer just completely just glitches out so bad when it's trying to give you that response. You don't have to call get component if you sign the sprite render in the inspector via a serialized field. However, it's common to add a safe fallback. Nah. Does it mean what we should be able to do is just assign it? Right? What if we do sprite equals... Darn, that didn't work. Come on. I feel like it's one line that we need to be working with here. I just want to change it to heads or tails. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Right now, we're trying to solve a little issue here, where currently we have a coin here. And I guess let's go over to the Unity editor. So this is the Unity editor. Hopefully my head isn't in the way of anything, but I'll move the chat so you can kind of see the coin a little bit better. I need to just put like the chat somewhere weird, but I don't know. I'll put it there for now. But basically the goal we're trying to do is here, when I hit play and flip the coin, behind the scenes, there's an integer being generated every time we hit flip coin. And that integer lets you know if it's going to be a heads or tails result. So what I also want to do is if it's heads, I want to change the sprite of this coin to be our heads sprite. And if it's tails, I want it to be the tails. That way, while it's in the animation, it's changing from this default initial sprite to heads or tails. So that's what the goal is right now. And I saw we had another one. Owe SRRE, do you do scratch? And hopefully Osa Sari, did I say that right? Do you do scratch? I do not. But I think I know what you're talking about. Let me actually Google that. I think it's coding. It's like another block-based. Okay, yeah, block-based visual programming language. I think I have used it though before. And having a tool like this where you can visually see the code is very nice. Do you use Scratch? All right, let me make sure you guys can see the right screen. Okay, you can. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. Does that kind of make sense? Ashif Sheikh, did I say that right? Okay, I gotta move this over a bit. There we go. We are not in the writer IDE, so there we go. Now we are in. So what I want to do is change sprite to heads. So if render is, oops. Let's go back. If sprite render is not null and head sprite is not null, because that's what we currently got in our inspector. And this would be, oops, sprite equals head sprite. So, I mean, we basically had it right. I think we were just trying to go too far in. I think we're trying to do like coin flip result and then grab the heads from that. So we can probably do the same thing here, right? Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, else we are going to do another conditional. So if sprite render is not null, ampersand, where you at? 7. And heads, no, this would be tail sprite. Tail sprite is not equal to null, meaning we have something assigned. Then we're going to do this code block here. And we're just going to do sprite render.sprite. Oops, I did a comma, my bad. And it's going to equal the tails sprite. And then it's just going to do this debug.log tails. So I mean, to me, this makes sense, but we'll see if it actually works. So, hey, Kitty. Hello, I got this recommended late at night and figured to say, hey, good luck with before sleeping. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I know, oh, you also had one more. So, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Are you a game developer as well? moment of truth. Let's go to the middle screen and see if this finally is working. You guys ready? You guys got your water? Whatever. My water is out, so I might have to end the stream here soon. If I hit play, boom, now it's tails. Now it's heads because the result was heads. Oh man, it feels so good when it works. Wow. I think this is why you want to make small games. Because if you're making a big project, there's going to be times you don't make progress or don't really have an end result for a long time. So you don't get that feeling of satisfaction. I'll never be able to say that word. Satisfaction. I still can't say it, but when you make smaller games, then you can make cool things that work sometimes. So if you are just joining the stream, we finally got it working, where we have this initial coin sprite and we want it to, if it's heads, because behind the scene, we're generating a random number to determine if it's heads or tails, right? There's a 50-50 chance. And if it's heads, we want it to be this head sprite. Otherwise, if it's tails, we want it to be this sprite. So if we hit play, this is the initial, nothing's actually happening. That's why I didn't change to be heads or tails. But now if we hit flip coins, okay, it's heads. So we got 1 cent. If we hit heads, wow, we got lucky. Our odds are pretty good. We might as well go buy a Powerball ticket. Yeah, okay, never mind. I jinxed it. But I'm going to spam it here. Great. Now we're at 0.13 cents. And we can buy this upgrade. That's for 0.10. Now our upgrade, the next time we buy it, is going to be 0.11. So let's flip some more coins. Yeah. Get above. Come on, there we go. Now we're at 13 cents. Get the next upgrade. Now it's 0.12. Now it's not incrementing by a cent every single time. I'm just going to go ahead and just spam this. I could probably just change it here though. Can I actually just change it here? Like 250, 225. No, I can't. Okay. It was an effort. But 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So there, I think it skipped 18. Because it goes up like by 0.108 every single time. And now it's 0.20. Wait, is it not giving us the extra reward? Ah, it's not giving us the extra reward. That's going to be something that we probably do tomorrow, maybe. Let me write that down. That'd be a good starting point. So basically, if you're just joining, this is a 14-day challenge. Trying to code as much as I can for this small, simple coin idle game. We'll do a quick recap of everything from the beginning. If you're just tuning in, let's go into Miro. We're starting off with a few goals and a couple rules. Have 4 different coins by the end of this. So like pennies, dimes, quarters, nickels. And then we want to have some upgrades that we kind of have over here. For example, more money per heads, faster flips, increased goal time, which could be like a random occurrence thing that gives you like 10x the amount of rewards. We have some rewards, no AI doing the work. However, we can use it to research and help us out coding. Because you might as well, it's a great tool to use. Then we have our basic UI that we made on our first day, I think it was, or maybe it was the second day. We have the pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters here. In the middle, maybe we have our upgrades, even though they're on the right side right now. Then we have our money. We made the logic, or I guess the game design the first day. The music and sound, I'm going to use with BandLab later in the challenge so that we can get all our logic figured out and all that fun stuff. This is what I was referring to behind the scenes. This is what's generating the number. So 1 to 50 is heads, 51 to 100 is tails. And if it's heads, we're playing the heads animation. Now we actually have the heads sprite, and we're adding points to the player. Otherwise, if it's tails, you're going to play the tails animation, have the tails sprite, and then, yeah, that's that logic. So I think this is a good stopping point. I got to go eat some dinner because I'm starving. But I appreciate you guys all for tuning in, liking the stream, subscribing to see the next future episodes. And if there's anything else you guys want to see, let me know in the comments. At the end of this 14-day challenge, there will be a few videos that come out. to kind of showcase everything that's been learned and just some other things. I think we're going to have like a learning video, one that's going to be a video that I don't typically do for this channel, but it's going to be helping a lot of other people. So I figured I might as well make a video like that, even if it's going to be like an uncommon video that's typically on this channel. So yeah, I do appreciate you guys all watching, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Until then, I will have to end the stream. So I will see you guys next time. Day 6 is tomorrow, starting tomorrow. And we're already a third of the way done with this challenge. So we might have to step it up a little bit. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys next time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day or night. So see ya.